lost 3-0 to Serbia, who emerged top of their group. The Czechs in previous tournaments as well, world champions in 2017, European champions in 2018. And the last major tournament for them, they knocked out in the round of 16 on penalties by Bosnia. And in the UAE, the last edition of the World Cup, they were quarter-finalists but knocked out on penalties again by Azerbaijan after a 3-3 draw. Azerbaijan, fourth-place finishers at that tournament. Players to look out for them, as well as their top goal scorer, Andre Pedera. For me, look no further than Jelinek, number 8, Thomas Jelinek. Instrumental player for them in the build-up. Pedera, obviously the top goal scorer. And the other one for me, Svoboda. Number 7, Richard Svoboda. Czechia always in and around the knockout stages. It's never a major tournament without seeing them in the knockout stages. Although they were, like I said, unimpressive in the first game, they haven't really grown into the tournament. And they're always moving around, doing their rotations very well. Organised side, press, can sit back. Israel, their top goal scorer, Yusuf Sarusi, probably is the major player to watch out for them. The big man up front as well, Ahmed Gabarin, who holds the ball up well, can bring players in. Shabtai as well, who's on the ball now, running down the left side. Left footer, likes to cut in, he's good with the ball at his feet. You often see Hadar Kalir at the back for Israel as well. Israel not present at the World Cup in 2023, and I don't believe the European Championships in Bosnia either. But their last major tournament they were present at was Euro 2022 in Slovakia. They were knocked out in the round of 16 by Azerbaijan, the eventual winners. That result was 3-0. Both teams have conceded 5 goals through the tournament. There was a flurry of them, although only 2, there was a flurry of goals that were in that game against the UAE for the Czechs. Like I said, it was a very exciting game. The Czechs often make subs from every 2 minutes to every 5 minutes normally. Good play from Kalir as he goes down the line into Gabarin, it's cleared away. Good play though from Israel. This game was never going to be a walkover for the Czechs, who respectfully walk into it stronger and favourites, it must be said. And they take momentum from their first place finish, unbeaten in the tournament as well. Kalir has the ball again for Israel. Often picks up possession nice and deep off the goalkeeper. Ofek Malul, the goalkeeper, number 15, the mainstay for them through the tournament. There's Amos Kles as well. He's also a goalkeeper, has been used a few times. Shabtai sets inside, looking for Gabarin, and the Czechs keep the ball. Marit, the captain, has possession. Mako, Kunicki goes long. Very experienced player in this Czech lineup, Kunicki. Smrda, another player who stands out. The Czech team littered with talent. Bravsky, good player with the ball at his feet. Klima, an orchestrator, likes to get on the ball, link play, just keeps moving around. Move the ball so quickly at the time, the Czechs, and often look creatively to try and find opportunities to go forward. And that's a corner over on that side. side and the right side for the Czechs, attacking from left to right. Yelling it. There's the first goal. It's Andre Pedera. Poor defending from the corner. Pedera just stood there in a massive pocket of space. Tipped home. You see on the screen, he's just drifted in and it's poor defended. As is very common at the tournament, most teams deploy a zonal marking system, often in the shape of the number 5 on a dice, with 2 at the front, 1 in the middle and 2 at the back, if not 2 in the middle and 1 at the back. But that there is too easy for Pedera, who sneaks through, and I believe that it takes 1 off the leader, I believe, Thiago Lapa, who has 7 in the tournament. Pedera trying to stake a claim for the top goal scorer in this tournament, the top scorer of his nation as well in their history in mini football, from what I understand. Svoboda now on the field for Czechia, taking an early lead. Like I've said before, as if it wouldn't be difficult already for Israel in this game. They've done well to get through the group stages. The Czechs looking good already. Bravsky heads round, Mako, sorry, who heads round the front of the captain Gadosh. The ball goes down the line on the left side to Amir Belez. The ball with Dornabon now, the number 3, also a defensive-minded player. Good effort, sounded like it tipped the post on the way through. Possession again with the Czechs. Smurda tries to flick out of trouble. And there is the ball with the Israelis. Good touch, but well recovered from Exner. Marek breaks forwards. Smurda's in support, just drifts towards the near post. Svoboda, as there is no support at the back post. It's a corner, as said by Graham Florence. And now says, my fault, it's now a goal kick. More subs being made by the Czechs. Whenever you look down, there's always people being made ready for them. There's a little bit of support for the Czechs over on the far side of the field. I'm sure I have seen an Israeli flag somewhere in the stands as well. They've got some support for them somewhere or other. Israel's Sarusi now has the ball. He too not really given many options. Czechs pressing it well, but the ball now down in the attacking half of them. Nimble guy Raffaelli ventured forward. Shifts on the outside, it's good defending. Klima will chase, and it's cleared by the keeper. He didn't fancy the 1v1 against Klima. He's had his arm bandaged up the entire tournament. 2 players in pockets of spaces as Bravsky just has his boot clipped. And Belez, he did that. Just comes off the field of play at the moment. Gadosh comes on, as does Uzo Ben Yusuf. Press the goalkeeper. Czechs doing well early in this game to press Israel. Taken back towards Kunicki, who lifts over to Jelinek, I believe, on that far side. It's not Jelinek, just freed up some room for Jelinek now, who does have the ball. He scoops over the top looking for Klima. It's an accurate pass. Klima tries to go through the legs of his defender. Well defended. said, able to come forward, but doesn't do so, just passes the ball himself. Josh and Ben Youssef just exchanging passes between themselves. Waved on by the captain. The ball from the goalkeeper. He searches forwards and now possession with Israel still. They're enjoying a bit of time with the ball, but not getting anywhere near the goal just yet. Like I said previously, the Czechs more than happy to give up the ball if it means them staying in the game, which they are, leading a goal to nil from Andre Pedera's goal about 5 or so minutes ago. Poor defending from the corner, allowed him to sneak in, just stand in the pocket for even when the corner was being rehearsed. Good defending over on that side. Tackle comes in and deflects the effort away. Taken all the way back to Malou. Goalkeeper for Israel. Ben Youssef goes to Kadosh. He's double teamed. If he cuts inside, crosses up to the right side. Pelez defending Dubravsky. Czechs sitting well in their own half. Shifted the ball down the line with the inside of his foot. The left-footed effort was something special to go by the goalkeeper. Fresh 5. The Czechs. Nicky goes long, looking for Svoboda. It's a good touch. Pedera has the ball now with him. Runs all the way back. Good pass forwards from Nicky, who at times struggles in possession. When under pressure. Maybe a lack of thought sometimes, or needs a bit more time to play with the ball, but for Nicky, he wouldn't be in the squad if he wasn't one of the nation's best goalkeepers. Very good shot stopper. And as you've seen there, very good long-range distribution. You can't expect a goalkeeper to be perfect. As many are under pressure. Perfect all the time. Throw in for Israel. They look to create a chance. Taking all the way back to Kalir. Kadosh over on this far side for him. Near side for me. To free up the strong Kalir, who's held up well, has support either side. Kadosh cuts in, it's a good shot, but better save. There is why Dominic Kanicki is in the squad for the Czechs. Very good shot stopper. You can see there, it was straight at him, but reflexes very strong. From Czech number 35. Corner is to be taken by Kadosh. See the player that's free there. With another on the left side. Kalir. Just rolls the ball. He does nicely there. Excellent. Turned his body. He could have gone forward a little bit more. Kalir. He's possibly a little bit. Goes forward. This time he shoots across goal. Better from Israel. 15 minutes in. throw-in for the Czechs, though, issued by Graham Florence. Pressure from the Czechs is loaded around the ball, and Hackle heads in to clean up. Now there's a player that's on the ground. Throwing to the Czechs. Jelinek tries to go into Padera forwards. Corner given. Final touch off a defender. There has been a change of goalkeeper. It's now Amos Klesh, the goalkeeper for Israel. Indirect free kick. Seconds of what happened there. Hackle, who's on the ground, I think he wanted a free kick / penalty from it, wherever the incident was, but indirect free kick for a sliding tackle. It will be taken on the edge of the penalty area. He tried to block the pass that went in his way, and Hackle fell to the ground. Free kick in a really promising area for the Czechs. Lima over it at the moment. Right footed. Jelinek closest play out to the left, Hackle on the right. Two players ready to run at the players near the box. On the screen set. It's indirect. Lima was going towards goal, but Czechs unable to be too imaginative with that free kick. Grabski goes back to Nicky. Possession being kept by the Czechs. Hackle able to come forwards. Just looking for Hackle, who wanted the ball to feet going through that pocket of space. It's cleared away. Jelinek just sets to Padera. He goes all the way back to the goalkeeper. Hackle can turn. Almost loses the ball under the pressure from the middle. The pass through into Jelinek. He toe pokes towards the goal. Save by Klesh. Good move by the Czechs as they make some changes. Good chance for Jelinek to score. He had a decent toe poke connection on it, but not strong enough, unfortunately for him. Marek throws to the edge of the penalty area. Smurda goes back inside, roulettes around, and it's a strong tackle on him. He's down, holding his bottom of his foot. Gadosh, caution, good turn for Smurda. Body in the way. Direct free kick is taken, good save by the goalkeeper. Strong hands on him, Svoboda. Ball up for a corner, I think he was looking for Nicky, holds his hand up to acknowledge a mistake. Corner to be taken by Gadosh, the screen set, goes all the way back, and free kick for an unfair screen. Might have been moving or too physical. Marek takes the kick back to Nicky, and Marek brings the ball forwards. Goes back to Mako, now over to Svoboda. It's always interesting to see when the Czechs move the ball around like this in their own half. So they're trying to encourage pressure. The rotation, free kick given away, and a foul on Sarusi by Smurda. Israel yet to really challenge the goal of Kunicki. Maybe a couple of stinging palms for him. In the field have a good chance. From about 10 to 12 yards out. Kaniki was straight at him. Kalir has the ball. Sizes up Hexner. Goes down the line, the left-footed shot. Just the wrong side of the post for him, the near post. Kaniki just short of options and goes really long, looking for Pedera. It's kept on. Murad gives to Gadosh. Tries to look through the legs of Smurda, but it's defended well. Go. Pass down the line, goes to Kalir, gives back to Gadosh. Kalir and Gadosh exchanging passes on the left and the centre of the field. The attacking half for them. Keeper in support now on Hughes. Goes over to Gadosh again on the left side. Shoots left-footed straight into the body of Marek. Pedera tries to take down the ball and it's shirt pull. Free kick given by Graham Florence. There was a bit of a disagreement almost with the referees here. Florence gave the free kick, but it's only a message. Waved away those protests, and Shabtai, a curling effort wide of that far post. It looked good at the start and just rapidly swerved away. The pass, Klima, has in the pocket, loses the ball. Hexner applies pressure to Kalir and gives away the foul. Too physical from him. I've had a look down the team sheet. Big shout out to top goal scorer for the Czechs. Nowhere near his birthday, but Andre and I have a conversation. I'll say, hey, we share the same birthday. Quite possibly never going to happen unless we meet each other on our birthdays and we share a mutual birthday handshake. Nicky goes to Dubravsky and now launches into the air. Exner again too physical. This time it was on Sarusi. And free kicks taken quickly. There's a minute and a half left of added time. There's not been too many stoppages, so I imagine that we'll see a massive amount of time added to the end of this game. Kalir has the ball, inviting the goalkeeper forwards, but the ball goes to Murad into Bavarian, but it goes under the bottom of his foot. The keeper himself ready to come on. Call it coaching on the sideline. We've seen Shabtai and Malul take the lead of coaching. There are some staff on the bench for Israel. Both of those seem to be the experienced player coaches among the group. Kless has no options, just holds his hands up saying, where can I pass the ball there? Patrick Levchik, head coach for Czechia. Just saying, well done, well done. Smurda allowed the header to be won by Sarusi, and probably rightly so, as he's headed it out of play. Marek throws down the line looking for Pedera. It's a good touch off of him, but the ball just scrapes off the boot of Smurda in behind. Trying to take it. Bavarian chest touches over the small Smurda. Sarusi comes forward. Shabtai might shoot, does. Blocked by number 17. The whistle is blown for half-time. The Czechs go 1 goal ahead. Haven't really had a fantastic lot of chances since the corner. Israel taking shots, but really testing the goalkeeper. They've had a couple on target. But the Czechs, goals are good at half-time. whistle. It's Andre Pedera, the difference maker so far. Get the game back under. Goalkeeper who started the game is back in goal. Fast start. Shatai goes back to Kalir. As Malou shoots towards goal, and it's a strong block. Padera has a chance going forward, and he's blocked by Kalir. Hackle takes the throw in with his back foot in the air. Possible foul throw. Jelinek touches forwards, goes inside to Klima, time to turn, turns again, goes back to Jelinek, shoots, and it's a sliding block, but it's too close to his opponent. Jelinek stands where the free kick is to be taken. I believe it's an indirect one. There's no hand up from the referee as of yet, but we'll soon find out. Klima, we've seen take a number of free kicks this evening for his side, with Hackle in support of him, but I think Hackle will go away towards the corner of the penalty area, or set the ball to Klima, as he's done. Goes across to Jelinek, poor pass though. Some subs being ready again by the Czechs. Throw in towards Padera, touch back to Dubravsky. Dubravsky does a nice little back heel fake as he tries to go forwards. It's off of Padera Lars. It's a nice move from the 69. Malou goes to Kalir. Has the ball again. This time the coaching being done by Amos Flesh for Israel. And now the subs allowed to be made for the Czechs. Smurda tries to be muscled off the ball, and the foul finally given. Marek has the free kick from where the original offence was taking place. He steps over the ball with his right foot. Exner right in front of the ball. Very high over the bar from Stanislav Marek. Forced to go long, looking for Kadosh, but heads away before it can make it there. Svoboda flicks around Gabarin. Smurda switches play to Mako. Good pass. Mako goes across to Marek. Marek takes down the line, rolls it to the feet of Exner. Exner pushed onto the floor, but no foul given. He's holding his face. Might have slowed down the move for his team there as well, sadly. Rushed off the ball by the Israeli defender. Taken back to the goalkeeper, and now with Navon. Rotate the ball, they're pressing with two. Svoboda can't cut the passing angle. Better pass, and he's away. Abeles down the right side. Marek just taken too long. It's a turnover in the throw. Padera comes on for Exner, as Marek also left the field of play. So Rusi throws back to Kalir. 5 gone. Kalir with the ball again. Goes to Raffaelli. Using the goalkeeper Malou often in their build-up. Not really getting any higher than they are. Kalir now with the ball the right side. As he goes on the outside, stops, switches play. Moving the ball round as higher pressure comes and goes all the way back. Czechs doing well to make the ball go backwards. The touch from Klima goes out. Interesting. And the referee, I think the final touch went out of play off of the Czech player. Taken back to Jelinek. He has the ball again, lets it run. Now an indirect free kick going on with the ref. And the play to be restarted by Dubravsky. More Czech changes. Dubravsky looking for that right corner. Overhit though. Right idea, he saw Snyder running forwards. Still cagey until the Czechs grab another goal if they can. They're rotating the same 10 players on and off the field. They've got a squad of 15 players, included with 3 goalkeepers. Kiniki, Andre Biro, who hasn't been... He's been on the team sheet, but been scribbled out a lot of the time for me. He's also one of the coaching staff for the Czechs. He's now actually got his goalkeeper jersey on this evening, but the other one is Václav Šlega, who has played some minutes in this tournament for Czechia. Excellent, applies pressure to the keeper. Good idea to go forward that way. Looking for Gadosh, it was just overhit by Malou. Clever pass though from the Israeli goalkeeper. They are trying to get through and forwards. Unable to break down the block of the Czechs. Dubravsky, Kiniki goes long. Kiniki, that's where I was going with it. Exner on the floor again. Has a throw in. Throw and taken towards Exner. I don't think he was ready, but the effort from Svoboda. Left-footed half volley is goal bound, and it's 2-0. Catches Malou off guard as the throw-in did Exner. In fairness, it's a great finish by the number 7 for Czechia. Really good strike on his left foot, guided into that bottom corner of Ofek Malou in the Israeli goal, and there's even more to do for Israel. Despite it saying 1-1 on your screen, it's just gone the wrong way. Will be corrected to 2-0 to Czechia. Stop for the goalkeeper's laces. Checking process at the moment. Whether it was a legal throw or a foul in the process of that goal. It's very big shout out to Faithless. It's absolute classic. The goal given, and it is 2-0 to the Czechs. And they celebrate very well, and there's that man who scored, Dominik Svoboda. Richard Svoboda. Oh dear, it's Richard Svoboda, I'm so sorry. There's Dominik Kiniki with the ball, and he rolls short to Klima. got Kunicki in my head a lot, evidently. Just thinking about some of the saves that he makes, etc. Just a great goalkeeper, all-round top guy. He might be required here, but it's blocked away by Dubravsky. And Sarusi, who could have gone across goal, and that was where he was intending to go. 2-0 to the Czechs. 15 to go. There is a lot of time, but they need to do more with the ball. That's blocked, and Klima was away, and the yellow card will be issued. Sensibly by Graham Florence. Bavarin leaving the field now. Scorer of recent, just double teamed on that left side. Marek walks over to take the throw. Goes all the way back to the goalkeeper, Kunicki. Marek rolls inside. And there he's found, fortunately, by Smrda, but he's gotten away with it. Goes towards the back post, it's with Exnar, turns, shot, and in! 3-0 Czechia. What a finish. Pavel Exnar, he turned onto his left foot so well, and the finish was even better. Really good. Czechia number 10. Him and Pedera, two fantastic finishers. Exnar only got 3 goals from the tournament, believe it or not, finishing like that. He's been good. Strong with his build, strong with his hold-up play, bringing in players, finishing very good. Can play off both feet. The number 10. First time I've seen him for the Czechs in their shirt. I might have seen him in the club competitions previously, but he's impressed me as one of the newcomers to this squad. There he is on the screen now, the number 10. Pedera now. Second top goal scorer for the tournament. He's had his toe stepped on, but the foul not given. Throw just ordered to be taken further back. Taken back to Lord goes, intercepted by Smrda, sliding in, keeps it on. Jelinek's free on that far side, it's well defended by Sarusi. Murad goes forward, it's good defending from Marek. Sarusi with the ball, just goes over to Gadosh. On the left side. Didn't follow the run, and Sarusi sets inside. Murad dispossessed though. It's 2v2 going forwards. Smrda almost a mix-up at the back. He wanted the player to get the ball. Could have been a pass back. Gadosh turns away from trouble. Kalir, good ball forwards, gives to Sarusi. It's 3 between him and the goal. Gadosh now has the ball in the centre of the field, goes towards Sarusi, can't flick goalwards. Good chance for Israel though, they're creating stuff going on. We've got 10 to go of regular time, and the goalkeeper changes over. Amos Kles back in goal. Comes forwards, gives to Murad, goes inside for Kalir. Almost gets caught in possession, gives to him again. Final touch off of him. The Czechia throw, they've done well. Czechs moving the ball around the back. Israel need to press high. They'll need a goal sooner rather than later if they want to get themselves back into the fixture. Otherwise, they'll be leaving at this tournament at this current state as Hackle shoots towards the near post. That left foot, not goal bound, goes wide of the near post. He pressures the goalkeeper now. Pedera, good pass inside, Sarusi. Pressure from Dubravsky, almost caught. Raffaelli goes forwards, it's a good touch. Away from the pressure from Ahmad, too heavy. Goes out of play. Czechs, another really good performance from them. Said they've been, that first game, they really were very effective going forwards with their build-up, and they struggled to break Argentina down at times, but now they're in 3 goals ahead against Israel and free-flowing compared to the way they were before. Throw-ins round the back post, it's volleyed across goal by Pedera. Just whistles wide of that post, it was really close. Ball goes back to his captain. Gadosh loses the ball, and Svoboda's free up front is found, and Pedera's coming round the back post. He's ghosted in there as he did for the corner, but now Israel have a chance to get forwards. They need something to happen, like I said. They want to get themselves back in. Hackle gets beaten down the line easily, cuts inside, and it is a free kick. Needs to be harder to beat over there. Had to draw the tackle in from Smurda. Czechs as he now has the ball under the challenge. Gets it stuck under his feet, shifts to the outside, and well tackled by Gadosh. Taking him in the face. Free kick has 2 players over it. It's Marek and Klima, 11 and 99. It will be Klima who drifts away, and Marek gives to Klima. Klima shoots towards the near post, blocked by the feet of the goalkeeper, Amos Kles. Goes back to Marek, who will give back to the goalkeeper. And always here when Raffaelli is pressing. Naive from young Eric Burak, who tried to get his body in the way, but clever play from the crafty defender. It's a poor effort from Burak. Just wanted the contact. Big player, tall guy, wants the contact where possible. He escapes pressure well, in fairness to him. Sometimes just outwitted. Goes to Kalir, will shoot, does. Straight to the goalkeeper. Burak clears, looking for Klima. Heading home. Line up on. He has the ball again from the goalkeeper. 5 to go at normal time. A few smaller stoppages in this second half. We've got one final game left this evening. Flex goes to Bavari. That's not the ball again. Goes to Kalir. Good football being played. He goes, oh, really good. The best Israel have played actually through the game. Really good positive passing forwards and the right area to cut the ball back. Dubravsky washes away the ball. He's taking none of that pressure. Let's come forwards with 4 minutes to go. Shabtai cuts back. Goes across the field. Possession moving around with Israel in a familiar area for them. They've often kept the ball in this part of the field. Poor pass from Kless. He beats himself up. Poor pass to Navon. Tackle. Takes the throw. Into Federa. He lifts the ball back to tackle. Headers through. Smurda, it's a strong tackle. Rolling around on the floor is Smurda. Velez. I think it was as hard as he played out to be. More often than not, the players that roll around on the floor after they get given a yellow card are always okay. The referees don't need the extra little bits. Smurda takes down the line with his pace and it's hit the post at the back post. Tackle goes towards the opposite back post. Positive play from Smurda. Svoboda just let the ball run instead of getting a touch on the end of it. And his decision seems to hit the outside of the post. Nicky goes long looking for Svoboda, it's overhit. Looking for the number 7 who scored for his side in the game. The goalkeeper comes off the field again. Kalir brings the ball forward with 2.5 minutes left of this time. Malou gives to Bedosh. Sizing up Federa. Doesn't try and go past him though. Kalir moves it to Malou again. 1 goal change for this game. Could. They need it soon. Shifts down Bedosh, heavy touch though. Federa strikes from range. It's whipping towards the goal and in! Andre Federa has his 2nd of the game and is now level. Top scorer for the tournament with 7. Really good finish. His weaker foot, might I add. Spins off the turf and just bounces into the left corner of the goal. It's really good. Federa on another hat-trick this tournament. 4-0 to the Czechs. Dominant performance. They've been really good. Really good for their money. Israel at times have threatened, but not too much, but the Czechs have done fantastic. Minute and a half remaining of the game. I'm wondering if there will be any added time. We shall see. Gives to Malou. Now to Gabarin. Under pressure from Burak. Lets the ball slide past him. It's poor defending from Burak, it must be said. And the consolation from Gabarin by the looks of it. If not, touched at the back post by Navon. Burak's defensive contribution to his side been very good. Back in there, he allowed the player to get down the line far too easily. He just let the player drift by him, but didn't even get his body in the way, but he keeps the ball that time. Seems like he wants the ball more than actually his defensive effort. As you can see there, the pressure doing much. He's a striker. We call it striker's pressure, but now on the ball he becomes electric. Dubravsky goes back to the keeper. Late tackle from Shabtai as the ball went away. We tick over 50 minutes. There is confirmation of Ahmad Grabarin as the goal scorer. Dubravsky keeps the ball, gives to Mako, turns out of trouble well. Burak is away, down the side, gets the ball stuck under his feet. Shifts down the line, good defending from Kalir. goes over towards Marek. It's a really poor touch from him, to be honest. He's bounced it into the ground, and free kick given away. Indirect for an obstruction from him as he kept the ball under his legs. Marek really should have set the ball across more firm. He's bounced it into the ground. He's come off the underside of his foot. Malou comes forwards, gives to Kalir. Watched closely by Dubravsky. And Klima has the ball. Runs forward, accelerates past Shabtai and not really anybody else forward, and shoots across the goal ambitiously. And there's the final whistle. If we're looking at the player of the matches, we look no further than Andre Pedera. Creative for his side, like Svoboda as well, grabs a goal. But the Czechs 4-1 dominant. They see themselves through to the quarterfinals. Stay tuned for the final match of the evening, Serbia against Georgia. Slovenia against Romania on penalties. Georgia, in the previous edition of the World Cup, escaped their group, I think with 3 wins from 3 as well, I believe, but they were knocked out on penalties in the round of 16 by UAE, the hosts, on penalties in Euro 2022. They were also knocked out in the round of 16 by Slovakia, the host nation. Again, 2 host nations in the 2 major tournaments before the European Championship last season. And sadly, for them, they were knocked out in the round of 16 again by Romania last year. And here they have a chance, but it's a poor connection from Lasha Obaladze. Both teams unbeaten. One team has all wins, the other team just has a draw on their record with 2 wins. The disciplinary record for both teams is similar. But 1 red, notably, for Georgia in this tournament. Both teams have scored a similar amount of goals as well. Serbia have 9 goals through the group stages, an average of 3 per game. And Georgia have scored 10, with 3 against for Georgia and 2 against for Serbia. And that's a big chance for Obaladze again. It's toe poked, it was a 3v3 going forwards. Goes wide of the goal of Vladimir Bajic. Goal scorers for both the teams. Jovan Bobar has 3 for Serbia. And also Popla Tadza, the number 5 for Georgia, also has 3 for his team. Players to look out for. I will hand you over to my fine co-commentator to pass that on to you.
In terms of the team in dark red, as it's listed here on the piece of paper in front of me, I think the man who's had 2 shots so far in the game, Obaladze, 2 big opportunities for him. The number 7 isn't shy of taking a shot or taking his man on. A direct winger. 11, Nashvili, another man who loves to run at the back line. Sports a hairband and the number 11 on the back of his shirt. It's now Serbia attack down the right-hand side, put into the box. Tomčić was there, and now Nashvili, the man I highlighted, runs at the back line, loses out that time. Vujovic celebrates his challenge. Could have been a big opportunity for Nashvili. And one more name I will highlight is the keeper, the man on the ball, Sefiashvili, the number 12 for Georgia. Only letting in 3 goals in the 3 games, despite end-to-end action in all 3. As Istvan Mod, the man on the far side, indicates a free kick, thanks to the sliding challenge of Kabalevi, who himself, to be fair, this tournament hasn't been bad. Gives away a free kick though. Sliding challenges, something that the referees haven't been as consistent with, but that is just due to
subjectivity.
That's the word I was looking for. Thank you very much. But Istvan Mod, probably the best referee here. Tough competition. Good block by Obaladze. And as for Serbia, a number of good names. The captain, Tomčić, the number 2, who just leaves the field of play.
It says it on the team sheet, sorry to cut you off. It does say that Chedomir Tomčić is the captain, but it's the number 10, Gubinic.
They changed it?
No, it's always been that way. It was the same thing at the Euros as well.
You know what, they had that for another team in this tournament, I'm pretty sure. I kept getting it wrong. But doesn't take away from the number 2's quality, Tomčić. There was a good opportunity there for Serbia. They've won themselves a corner. Slightly wasteful from the set play. But Gubanic, the man you just said, another name listed on the notes as a player to watch out for. Man wearing the armband.
Likes to operate on the left-hand side. Often keeps the ball, but also has the ability to cut in or go down the line. A strong runner with the ball when needed. Sort of bouncy and bobbly in the midfield and hoiked up in the air, but time to bring the ball down by Matic. To talk about the group games for either of these sides as well. On the opening day of the tournament, for both these sides, it's a great ball forwards, there's a chance, and it's in! It's Nikola Tomic. An outstanding bit of play from Serbia. They move the ball so well. He's just flicked it over the top and gone through the middle of two players, and a really good finish over the keeper that was already down on the ground. He let the ball bounce twice and took the ball on that second bounce. A right foot finish from Nikola Tomic. Really good from him. Great finish. 1-0 to Serbia, 6 minutes in.
Quality. Quality. Not only the ball that found the goal scorer, but the finish. Poke it past Sefiashvili and put his team 1-0 up. There has been early goals all throughout this round of 16. Mauritania, Thailand, just to name a couple, scoring in the opening stages. And Serbia joined that group. Moved the strike from Tomic.
Throwing with Serbia again, it's being fought between two players and it goes out of play for another throw for Serbia. They've started the game very well, but I was saying before, on day 2 of the tournament, but the opening day of both of these sides, Georgia beat UAE 2-0. And Serbia keeping a clean sheet as well, beating Israel 3-0, who we saw exit the tournament in the game prior to this, 4-1 the eventual result. Game 2 for both the teams saw Georgia win 6-1 against Argentina, not keeping a clean sheet in this game, but 6 goals impressive from them, as Serbia ran out winners 4-1 against Spain, and in the final game of the groups as well, we saw Serbia beat Ghana 2-1 in what was a toned-down performance for them, and Georgia drawing 2-2 with Czechia. That was just to decide who came top of the group, I believe it was. And it was Czechia with the superior goal difference that emerged top of the group, both on 7 points for those. However, and back to the game now. Serbia 1, Georgia 0, as we approach 10 minutes gone in this first half.
The number 18, Kerdadze, the best way I can describe him, he loves to sit in either a double pivot at the back or by himself. Does occasionally find himself strolling forward. I think there's a VAR check here. Alexander Vangelov, man, listening to the video assistant referee Tomasz Sikora. I'm not quite sure what the check is for, to be honest.
Most likely a red card offence somewhere down the line. We saw this with Nick Wybrow basically in a similar position yesterday.
This is true, I do remember. I didn't see anything too adventurous in the challenge. No.
Oh, tomorrow's going to be a good day.
It is.
Tomorrow's going to be a very good day. We've got the entire set of quarter-final fixtures across one day. At this moment in time,
Can I tell you one game I'm excited for?
the game that is going to drive me nuts.
England, Azerbaijan, the hosts.
Oh, it's going to drive me insane. Doing my work for England, I've done a lot of prep, whether it's post-match clips from the game yesterday or opposition analysis on Azerbaijan. The referee's going over to the monitor for a red card check, by the looks of it. Now, potential early drama in the game.
Oh,
Red.
oh, I didn't see that.
I thought red card check, but it's a penalty check.
That's not.
Thomas Sikora invited Alexander Vangelov over.
That's not a natural position, is it?
No. And we saw something given similar to that yesterday. And there it is. A way into the game for Georgia to equal the scores. I'll pass you over to Max.
Big for Georgia. Cheers from the Georgian bench, and it is Georgi Kodadze. Cheers from the bench, cheers from the fans in the far side, which you can see just over in the centre. Kodadze steps up into the bottom left. Equaliser for Georgia. And the man I compare to Elvin Alizada at times, definitely not of the same quality, but the way he plays is so similar. Composure from the penalty, slots it bottom left.
So tomorrow, I will focus on this game in a brief minute, but tomorrow the first game of the evening is at 5:30 local time. Hungary versus Mauritania. The second quarter-final. Montenegro versus Czechia. Both teams very good today. Good chance again for Georgia, attacking down the right, goes across goal, but it's too high from Ekizashvili. The third game, main event, has to be said, from both of us. Slight bias to England, but also the hosts in action as well. And the final one is going to be
Serbia versus the winner.
Serbia versus
the winner of this game.
Bosnia.
Really?
Serbia against Bosnia. Yeah, you can see that they're, because they won earlier today against Thailand.
Okay.
On my fixtures,
Apologies.
Serbia versus Bosnia. Although the winner of this game, apologies, I'm making my early prediction. The winner of this game plays Bosnia.
I was going to say.
I'm making my prediction early. I did call Serbia to win this game earlier, but that's unprofessional. That will be the last game of tomorrow evening. Serbia and Georgia have been some of the later games in the day. As the tournament has progressed, we're halfway through this first half and it's 1-1. We've seen yesterday was a game of very equal affairs. 2-2, 3-2, 1-1 and 1-0, all in ordinary time. Today, we've seen a 1-0, a 3-1 and a 4-1. This game, I think, will be the most tightly contested of the four. Bajic claims and throws, much in the sake of a throw-in. Tomčić, oh my gosh, what a turn and effort from Chedomir Tomčić. Great top speed. He's let the ball run by him and he's done so well to get the shot off. It was a snapshot as well. It hit the post and the effort couldn't be directed goalwards on the far side for us, and a free kick as the player goes between two and he's asking if a yellow card can be given. The man who scored the penalty, Georgi Kodadze.
Have your back to goal and know where it is.
Very good.
On the turn.
This is why I highlighted him as a player to watch for me. He brings players into the game very well. He's a strong player. He's very, very tall. Like I said, although he doesn't move the quickest, his intelligence up front and just the hold-up play is what makes him so valuable for his team.
Misplaced pass there for Georgia. Because there is the mascot. I'm sure we'll see plenty of him for the Azerbaijan game tomorrow. Again, all focus on here, obviously.
Yes. This game's going to be a close one, I think.
Already?
Oh, yeah, you've seen both teams attacking quite openly. Tomčić had the latest chance there as we have 10 minutes of the half left. the good thing about these games compared to some of the games in the group stages is that a lot of them are far more competitive. And as a commentator, you always want a more competitive game. Even if there's one that there's, like we saw the 15-0 with Slovakia and India, the game, when a team looks like they give up, it's never fun. But this is do or die, life or death for both teams. You win, you stay in the tournament, and if you lose, you're eliminated. And there's only 3 more games of football after you win this. 150 minutes of normal time separating a team and a trophy.
But I hate to drop names, but Costa Rica and India are 2 good examples of that. They just give up in games.
I think India, after the first game, took a valuable lesson from it because they were harder to beat. They sat deeper in a block in the games, the latter group stage games, although I think they lost 6-0 in one, and then maybe 4 in another.
I think it was 9 then.
Yeah, but they looked a lot better. Costa Rica, at times, it was just in the transition later in the games that just people wasn't coming back. But there were moments for both teams where, although we sound rather disrespectful talking about them now, there were times where they did just give up in transition and they just let things happen in front of them sometimes and they didn't follow markers. But going forwards on the ball, they were trying to be adventurous. India especially were trying to play out from the back. There were players that, there was individuals that sometimes let the team down. It might have been the same for Costa Rica, and unfortunately that is the case. Whereas Serbia, for example, one of the main reasons why they won the tournament last year, albeit on penalties against Romania, and Romania another fine example, despite leaving the tournament on penalties yesterday against Azerbaijan, a really good team. This Serbia side celebrate blocks. They are always helping each other with things. They're never screaming and shouting at each other. They're productive. They're really positive with things. And this is the thing with the teams that win tournaments. When you've got very good players, like Romania, like Serbia, the best players, you might have one of the best players in the entire group, but then a team of players that are above average, and that's a good pass there. Good save by it. But you've got all the players just lift each other up. They might be 7, their ability and performance might be 7 out of 10, but the way they are as a team lifts it that extra 1 point or 2, and Stefan Bosnic is in and he's hit the outside of the post. It was a difficult chance, I think, a big chance, it has to be said, yes, but a difficult chance because he was pressured from behind and had the keeper right in front of him, hit the outside of the post.
Both posts being hit now by Serbia as Nashvili goes down under contact from the goal scorer Nikola Tomic. And one team that proves their point, despite going out in the group stage, Chad and Mauritania actually, who are in the quarterfinals, who aren't as bad, are higher ranked, but the morale of the dressing room,
Ghana as well.
Ghana, yeah, despite not picking up a point, their morale was too high.
I love it. If you can, it's a real professional. When you think of somebody that's professional, you think of just getting the job done and everything like that. Ghana were strike from the free kick. Ghana were unserious, but still gave their all on the pitch. Although the quality wasn't there for them, unfortunately, they're always positive, and that's what you need in a team like that. When times are tough, you can't get on each other's backs because it's the worst thing that you can do. You need to be able to help and lift players. And this is what happens with the best teams in the tournament, in the world, and successful businesses, everything around that. As you see, Veselin Gubinic driving down that left side, and he gets tackled very strongly. but well. Tomčić goes into the player there. He goes down under challenge with no penalty. It's Jovan Boba that went down. He says he's... I don't think he said he's diving. He's saying it's not a penalty, because if he was diving, it might be a yellow card for simulation. Good touch from Gojkovic. Has the ball again, goes all heavy pass, the right idea, as the man has it now, goes back to Gojkovic. Boba gives it back to him, goes out to Gubinic. Player across goal, but unable to play the pass correctly, and sees the ball go out for a throw-in. Gubinic takes the throw back to Popovic. Good pass from Gubinic, goes to Tomčić, and the effort wide from Boba. Serbia looking good so far in the game. Georgia brought back in due to the penalty. You can see on the screens there, almost a claim. He has flown himself to the ground, but
he's holding Sereteli's shirt as well.
Almost a claim.
Ooh, almost lost at the back there for Georgia. It is their throw, says Istvan Mod. And I know it's slightly late, but I've just had a name pop into my head. Medunjanin.
Haris Medunjanin.
He loves to complain at his teammates. I've seen it a lot of times. But they're through to the quarterfinals, Bosnia, so it can work.
Haris Medunjanin, as a player that's had 60 caps for your national side, and
at 11-a-side level as well.
Yeah, at 11-a-side, it's no small feat. He's had a very illustrious playing career at a top level, playing in Spain, Netherlands, the USA. 60 caps and hundreds of club appearances at a very high level. And there are some players that, respectfully, struggle to stay in shape.
Yeah,
there is
fair point.
I think there is a time where moaning is acceptable, and it depends on how you moan. If it's, I'm here, why can't you give me the ball, and they try, if you're going to do it and be really aggressive about it, that's where it gets worse. It's Boba who shoots over the bar. Medunjanin, it comes from a place where he wants better, and obviously those standards are there from being a pro with over a decade of experience. But in times like that, you can't help but feel a little bit frustrated and want higher standards from things. But yeah, the criticism for his teammates is often constructive. He's never aggressive and personal with the players. It's always from a good place. Bajic goes long. The ball with the Georgian player on the left-hand side for them was Dadiani, whose dribbling backwards was kicked out of play. It's disturbed. Keeper, his pass away. I know the job of the commentator. Good turn. Oh, great turn from Matic. Right-footed effort goes high over the bar, but well played from him. I know sometimes it's the job of the commentator to be neutral, sometimes to maybe provoke things of viewers and stuff like that. But more often than not, teams that we speak about in higher respect and things like that make it further in the tournament. I've been very positively speaking about the defensive shape and defensive ability of Bosnia, especially against that game in the USA. And there's the goal! The advantage made by the referee. Zarko Matic thunders home. It's 2-1 right on the stroke of half-time, and a perfect time to score for Serbia. And there's another team that I've been very, very respectful of, and with very good reason.
very strong from set play, as you've seen there. Zarko Matic with his left foot, thunders home. And Marko Novakovic just made me laugh there, as after a brilliant advantage was played by the referee on the far side, Isna van Mod, he went over, 2 thumbs up and a massive smile for the official.
It did look like a handball.
And he did say, he pointed to his arm.
It's why as a referee, you just wait for these decisions. I've seen Graham Florence do it a few times as well. All the referees play advantages very well. They let the game flow at times when necessary. But you can just see there, when you wait to give a decision like that, and when you've got the backup of the video assistant referee in situations like that, you don't, if you get the first decision wrong, as long as it's made right in the second part of it, there's an indirect free kick given for a sliding challenge on Marko Zivchin. Punished by an indirect free kick. The referees have got that fallback of the video assistant referee. They can go and check and they can reverse a decision. Obviously they should get the decision right in the first place, but they do have that buffer as well. We've said very politely, respectfully throughout the tournament, the referees have been very, very good. A couple of dubious decisions, but that's to be expected, but the large majority have been spot on, and the big decisions have been good as well. The free kick goes inside, you can see the little reverse pass being on. Shot comes in towards the back post, and Bosnic was there, tipped away, and it's come off Bosnic's last. And he says it did come off me. That was player Novakovic appealing as he goes inside. It's good defending from Georgia. He can't get through the 4 of the dark red shirts. Bosnic does well to defend this time and goes down the line to the first goal scorer, Tomic. And it's a throw-in for Georgia again. 2 minutes of added time have gone and played. 2-1 to Serbia. I believe deservedly so. I think Georgia haven't created a massive amount through the first half in the way of their chances. And rightfully, I think the result being 2-1. At half-time, and rightfully so, I think. Saw the half-time stats. 10 shots for Serbia and 6 for Georgia. Hit the post twice. Either side as well. The Serbians. My headphones just fell off my head. Yeah, they hit the post, the Serbians, either side, and a foul on Čedomir Tomčić. Too physical on the physical big man.
Hit the post in the first half, number 2.
He did. Very good effort. Like him a lot, Čedomir Tomčić.
Receives the ball.
He sets the ball off a lot of the time, but can also turn. He doesn't move very quickly, sometimes not very graciously either, but a real threat on the front line for Serbia. This is this man at the back end of the field for Serbia. Bajic, as he heads down, it's a good touch and sets towards Bobar. It's a great save. Bobar decides to keep it on. Good ball from Bajic at the back. Tomčić headed it down really well, and Bobar almost converted, taking his tally to 4 for the tournament. Goal scorers in the first half for Serbia: Nikola Tomic and Žarko Matic. In Georgia, the penalty was converted by Georgi Kadadza. Good penalty as well, I must say.
Able to hit the bottom left-hand corner was Kadadza. Brilliant effort, and took it past the number 1 for Serbia to level the game up. Before Serbia shortly got their response in the 25th minute to put themselves 2-1 up and in the league once again. As now Tomčić moves.
Oh, what a pass! Oh, that's over the line. Has to be up.
No, says Alexander Vangelov.
Interesting.
I actually didn't think it was
over the line. We saw a goal like that earlier. Never. As it says on the replay, it wasn't over the line, but what a touch backwards as well into Gubinic, I believe it was. Just, again, the unselfish stuff that the Serbians do. That could have been a shot from the person, I don't know who it was that set the ball back. I think it was Bobar that set the ball back for Gubinic. So unselfish, but it was the perfect set for Gubinic. And it's almost the perfect goal.
Indeed. Just the bar. They've now hit the left post, the right post, and the bar.
And the back of the net twice, of course. Good touch, Matic rolls back. Keeps the ball now. Matic tries to go through the legs of the defender, keeps it, cutbacks on, and
oh my God,
tipped into the post again. Zarija Gojkovic this time, the latest player to hit the paintwork. Tomčić goes down the line, but it's a good bit of defensive work. Really good play. Matic got away with it after his fellow number 9, Seratelli, couldn't beat him. And there's a very good dribbler of the ball, taken to the ground by the captain of Serbia, who subs himself off.
Good work from Nashvili. To get it past his man. Serbian left his leg out rather lazily, giving Georgia a free kick. Kadadza is in space. Now swaps with the top goal scorer for Georgia, number 5, Kadadza, who finds himself in space. Instead elects to shoot. Saved.
Apparently not.
There was 2 security guards that walked in my way, so I thought it was a save.
We did hear a noise in the background, but nothing given.
Good hold-up play as he now turns number 9 out to the left-hand side.
It's deflected away wide. corner comes in, it's ricocheting around, but goes all the way back to the goalkeeper. We've had 5 in this second half, as Bajic looks for Matic with the goalkeeper. Kept at the back with Kopatadze, the top goal scorer for Georgia. They're number 5. Oh, that's a high foot. Fair decision.
Definitely a fair decision. Maybe slightly lazy from Obaladze to put his foot there. Could have got in front of his man and
Just
touched it down.
Yeah.
Serbia won't really mind though. They receive the ball once again. Now Georgia can counter Obaladze. This is shot away, blocked. Out for a corner. Kopatadze, the man to take. As I say, the top goal scorer for Georgia. 3 goals for him. As the countdown now starts, slightly rushing the corner out to Seratelli. Kopatadze lays it off to Kopatadze. Receives it once again, cutting in, getting the shot away.
Good feet, to be fair, he cut back well with the block from the Serbian. You'll see a lot of block shots from them. They defend very organised.
One team that have done that extremely well and have found themselves through to the quarterfinals, Mauritania. Defensively so resolute.
Superb last night.
They don't score many and don't concede many. Mauritania is their 1-0 win against France yesterday. A goal after 30 seconds put them in the lead, and they were able to hold on for 50 minutes to just the 1-goal lead and see themselves through. Well held by Sefiashvili from a direct attempt. As I believe Ekizashvili is holding his hand. Not sure what happened there. He looks to be in some discomfort. Will receive treatment, of course, by the physios. Now long by Sefiashvili. Well taken by Apsiauri. Is that corner? Yes. Corner given by Istvan Mod. And it is Kashadze who is being asked for his shirt by some fans behind us before the game.
Join the line of many. Ooh, what a save!
Navalevi. Good effort.
What a great save. You can see him diving away to the right. Bajic. Really important touch over the bar. We get caught in these moments. Some good things happen and we just go, ooh. Or like,
Can't help but not.
happens. No, but we're talking about something, a bit of like, filling the air and not commentating on the game itself, and then a shot like that comes in, unexpected, slightly.
This one won't be. Good shot and good block by the goal scorer of the first for Serbia.
Very confrontational, Vangelov there. I can understand he wasn't very happy with being spoken to in a negative way, but he's gone right in the face. Serbian coach, that's not one way to maintain the respect of another player there or a coach. Tomčić lets the ball run down the line. It's a good area for a cutback. Gubinic sticks his head in a dangerous area. Tomčić has the ball again.
Steady, steady, boys. Just the ball.
Here on the on-field microphone, Istvan Mod saying, steady, just the ball. It's really good from the refereeing. I think Vangelov's been very good, the refereeing, but the way that he dealt with that sometimes wants to try and make sure that he is not taken for granted, which is understandable. I completely understand that from the referee, as you shouldn't, but he was shouting in the face of the assistant coach for Serbia. And if I was the coach that was unhappy with the decision and I have the referee screaming in my face, that's going to make me even more angry. 100%. But we move on. They'll probably shake hands after the game and say it was the heat of the moment, and absolutely it was.
Something we see so often from these players. Caught up in the moment, but yeah, good sportsmanship most of the time.
It's one of these things where these people are. It's a prestigious tournament. It's the World Cup. You want things to be standards driven, and as a human being, you don't ever want to be shouted at, screamed at by anybody. But also, it's about the response that you give as well. Firm and assertive. Just make sure that you aren't taken for somebody that's light and a pushover. As Vangelov didn't show. Throwing comes in, it's an acrobatic effort, but easy for Bajic. Two runners off the ball. Matic looks to receive, he's physically, but he has the ball now. Shot left foot, it goes wide at the left post. It was Marko Vujovic that set the ball to Matic, and he almost doubled his tally for the game. Close from Serbia. We are approaching the halfway stage of this half. Nashvili can't find a way forwards. Has another go though. Good defending again. Max, you've watched Georgia the most through this tournament out of the two of us.
Yeah.
Where do they do the best, do you think? And where are they maybe more vulnerable with 15 to go, 12 and a bit to go in the game? What do they need to do differently that they can bring out in their strengths? But where do they need to tidy up as Gubinic strides down the left, but is met by Nashvili, tackled well, and it's a throw into Georgia.
Where I've seen them look best is when Sefiashvili, the keeper, steps up, allowing Koplatadze to move forward, which is where they've got their goals. Obaladze and Nashvili both find themselves on the field of play at the moment, and I'd say that's probably a good option to have. Both of them direct wingers, love to run at the man, and having somebody like Seratelli in between them is so good. So the best six I've seen for Georgia in terms of going forward has been Sefiashvili alongside Kudadze in the double pivot, Obaladze and Nashvili.
Jovan Bobo with a big chance again for his side. And they're only 2 goals ahead, but they've had a very good number of chances. The head coach is probably saying to him down there, you've got to take those chances. They're good high pressure, and it's got to be won. Got to be scored from there. Boba isolated again up top. Holds the ball well, goes inside. Zivkacin goes for the far post. It just goes wide. Good effort though. Boba does well to bring in his number 4. Zivkacin just holds the ball wide of that far post.
But Koplatadze has to find himself on the field if Georgia are in need of a goal. The top goal scorer for Georgia, as I say so many times.
Good throw again. His distribution. Oh, what a finish! Jovan Boba. That is I was literally about to say, that's the second time for a really positive attacking chance that Vladimir Bajic has provided outstanding distribution with his throw. And the finish is even better. Jovan Boba with the bicycle kick beats the keeper at the near post. He possibly could have done a little bit better as it skims off his face, but He could have just hit that with his left foot, and Jovan Bobar, the now top goal scorer for Serbia in this tournament, with an unbelievable finish.
Fakes it with his left, scores with his right. Not much more needs to be said.
Bajic goes long again. The throw was perfect again. There was the throw down the same side. He did a javelin throw instead, the goalkeeper, and then the ball was squared over to the far side through the legs of the defender. As Bosnic comes forward, shoots, and it's tame for the goalkeeper. But it was inch per... Oh, what a touch! It's showtime! Oh, my God! What a goal!
Now is the game being flipped on its head.
Oh, my word!
Apsiauri, my word. Watch this back, I won't say anything.
Oh my goodness gracious me.
Oh my God. One brilliant goal down that end.
It's the same finish, just without the scissor kick. What a touch! Oh my God, what a touch!
Even the knockdown with his head, perfect. And Tomčić, turning like a double-decker bus, wins the foul. And Kadadza sees yellow. What a goal for Apsiauri. The scorpion touch, first of all.
That might have to be goal of the tournament.
I was about to say this. Goal of the tournament, surely. How many more have we seen technically better than that?
None. Absolutely none. Team goals, the Serbia one, where the keeper's thrown it out, the pass across goal from the left foot and finished at the back post. That's the best individual goal at this tournament. And that I've probably seen with individual brilliance like that. I'm going to shout out to Sam Fitzgerald at the Euro Cup last year for he hit 2 of his goals. But, oh my goodness, what a goal.
He has that flip the tide. Can Georgia now go and search for
big momentum maker.
A goal by itself would have done enough for them to try and get back into the game. A goal like that, so much belief in this team now, I'm sure.
That's amazing. Good touch, Tomčić. Good defending though. On the number 3, Ekis Ashford. He's having the shirt pulled. Free kick given. He wants a card given again, the 18. He's done that a few times in the game. Georgia have the ball again. They've got 7 minutes of normal time to try and get themselves a goal. But there's 2 goals of 5 in this game of the highest order. There's not been many goals from long range. You do have some. There's not been too many from long range, but you do get ones like that from the technical side of it. It's just absolutely sublime. And that from Bobar, the flair to be able to go and do that, the confidence, the throw from the goalkeeper, and then from Apsiauri, sounded like he died. Quite as he fell over. It was on the mic. You heard that was perfect. But that touch from Georgi Apsiauri, again, the confidence to go and do that, some of the noises coming from these players is dramatic to say the very least. That was Marko Vujovic that went down. Again, the sniper in the crowd. We've turned it up for you a little bit so you can hear it. There you go. Here's one on the on-field microphone. Just so you can hear it a little bit louder down pitch side.
The yellow card has been given to somebody on the Serbian bench, I believe, by, I Alexander Vangelov.
Do you know what? This game, I was a little bit like, I could turn Gojkovic.
Good win by Kadadze, moving forward down the left-hand side. Doesn't go down under contact, finds his teammate Obaladze, lays it back to Levy. Oh my God.
This game is coming alive in the last 10 minutes.
I said to you before, any of these games kicked off today, this one would be the one.
I did hear it. I did hear it. And that goes through to Bajic, the goalkeeper. And he rolls to Gubinic, who's free to run into the space. And might go left-footed, he does, but it's easy for the goalkeeper. It is on target, but never a challenge for the goalkeeper.
Kadadze moving through the centre, finds Kopaladze, lays it back. Obaladze!
Good save, Bajic, what a great save.
Keeping his team in it.
What a fantastic save that was.
There it is. Big save.
Bajic. Gone under my radar, to be fair, as a goalkeeper in this tournament. We've given plaudits to the Polish goalkeeper, to Hafid Al-Drubi, the English keeper, to Adi Kadic of Bosnia as well. Kapral as well. Ooh, this game is becoming very lively. Normally when Serbia win games as well, they win games convincingly, sometimes without scoring many goals. But this has been really open. I've had a great time. Comes forward, goes down to the ground.
Is number 6, Kabalevi, standing over the free kick. Had an effort to go just wide of the post not too long ago. Now this effort tests the keeper once again.
Calm, quiet, yeah. Seen it a lot at the minute. The cameraman's having a cup of tea. There he is. He looks very comfortable up there, the cameraman. Yeah. Movement around one-handed. Strong bobber.
Good feet from Kabalevi, but can't take control of it after getting in past his man. Maybe looking for a foul, didn't go down, but he was never going to get on the end of that one. But one back.
Has the ball after a fortunate ricochet, looking for Zivkacin, and he almost bounced in his favour. 3-2 to Serbia. There's a minute and a half of normal time. The keeper launches long, it's headed away.
Nashvili cutting inside, needs a goal. But now here comes the counter for Serbia. Slowing the play down. Now goes out to the far post. Good save by Sekiashvili.
Really sharp play. They could have been more incisive there and scored, I think, but it's really incisive. And now we see in the final minute of normal time, they're looking up at the big screen on the Jumbotron. Bajic looking for Boba. He puts the ball out of play though. Zarko Matic comes on the field for the final minute of normal time. Pressure from Matic. Good pass forwards with a chance. Good block though from Nikola Tomic.
I want to see Tomčić come back on. I love it when he turns. It takes so long. But it works. Somehow it's unstoppable. They haven't stopped it so far.
They haven't touched. They haven't touched. Like I've said many a time, he may not move with his kids the way that he looks after the ball, but he does move with it. It's very, very good. Final 30 seconds of time. It's taken down in a good turn, but it goes out of play. And Serbia will take their time getting this ball over across. With 20 seconds left of time. Countdown started, goes long, Gubinic defended. And the ball kept. They need to get it forwards quickly. He tries to go through the legs of Bosnic, but possession still with Georgia. We're over 51 minutes. Seconds remain.
Fast
Good tackle though. Really good tackle. Tomic comes forward. Gubinic.
Just the ball.
Rolling to Georgia again.
Has to go forward.
Second remains. It's a minimum of a minute time. He tries to go through the legs of Bosnic again, the 18. And that would be time. Most likely. Free kicks given away. One last stab maybe. And there's time! This tight affair is brought to an end. It's 3-2 to Serbia. The finish. Serbia progress, the European champions. We're given a run for their money. Some inspirational stuff. The final 2 goals in this game. I'll leave it for Max to sign off. A roundup of the final fixtures as we build up to tomorrow.
Well, in this game, Georgia certainly had the opportunities after Afsiari's inspiring finish. Found the roof of the Serbian net. They just weren't able to pull another one back. As for the previous game, Czechia progressing in comfortable fashion. Bosnia, after a good defensive performance by Thailand, eventually finding 3 goals in the last 10 minutes to progress in that game. And the first one of the day, the 5th of the overall fixtures in the round of 16. We saw Montenegro beat Poland. But in the last round of 16 fixture, as I say, and as you've just watched, Serbia winning 3-2, as I believe the keeper is one man of the match, and that might tell the story for Georgia. The missed opportunities cost them the game. They crash out in the round of 16. Quarterfinals tomorrow. Hope to see you there. Good night from Baku.
feel pressure after knowing that the final is just one step away?
No, we just want to go step by step. Today we play very strong and hard game, but just important to go to next round. We will stay with focus. Now go to rest and prepare for next game.
Thank you.